We ain't found Sith.
Warning, the following podcast contains speculation, which may be confused with spoilers, although it may also contain spoilers. You have been warned.
Hello, and welcome to issue 62 of We Ain't Found Sith. I am not paying $114,000 for an unopened copy of Super Mario Brothers, but I am your host. My name is Evan. Joining me, as always, are my co-hosts, Pedro.
Donkey Kong Country's on Nintendo Online, y'all. I'm excited.
And producer Fungus.
Yoga Fire.
A little bit different today. I get to be underneath the two of you.
Ah.
Hey. I get to be the bottom today. But I'm a power bottom.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Sense.
So we took a week off because there wasn't a whole lot happening, and I needed to watch Hamilton for like the sixth time. And there's really not a whole lot of news, and we kind of just like, fuck it, we'll take a week off.
I'm disappointed in myself, man. I haven't seen Hamilton yet. I finally got Disney Plus.
And
just for Hamilton.
Tell people what you're doing.
Just for Hamilton, I finally got Disney Plus. And what have I been doing? I've been watching X-Men the animated series.
There you go.
My chest, my bloody chest.
My bloody chest.
The question is, when you're done with X-Men the animated series, are you going to move on to Spider-Man the animated series?
I'm probably gonna watch the Juggernaut bitch and not on Disney Plus, and and then I don't know. I'm saving Hamilton for like a date night or something like that. A date night, bro.
Date night.
Yeah,
date night with Rona.
A date night. You're not even gonna be watching nothing if there's a date night, bro. That's not how that works. That's not how that works, bro.
Anyways, so we asked for some topics on the Facebook group for tonight's show, and we really didn't get anything from you guys. So thanks for helping us out there,
plebes.
But we did get inspired. We will begin work compiling our musical scores, probably for next week. So
yeah,
you're gonna get what you're asked for. Be prepared to come on the show.
Are we gonna talk about our favorite, like, soundtracks or scores? Are we gonna do? Okay,
so
we're not
the
doing
topic
soundtracks.
that was requested is score, which is background music for those who are not in the know. So we're gonna do my musical scores.
We're not talking soundtracks.
No, Space Jam is not included in this one.
Everybody get up.
Damn.
Space Jam is like top 10 soundtracks.
Hold on. So if it's a score, is it just like background music, or like musicals?
No. No, like songs inspired by or anything like that. Like musical scores, like the score to Jurassic Park or the score to Star Wars.
You remember in Austin Powers where what's his name? Where he's conducting the band in the beginning.
Yeah.
What's his name?
John Williams?
No. Oh my God.
Danny Elfman?
No, bro. Austin Powers, man.
Oh, I don't know.
They didn't do it. Come on. I'm gonna have to Google it. God
okay, so like in Austin Powers, the theme of Austin Powers would be considered part of the score.
Yeah.
Like Dr. Evil's theme and all that. But like the Burt Bacharach song and all of that would not be part of the score.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Like in Scott Pilgrim, all the music that plays like in the background, like during the fights and all of that, that would be like the score. But like the songs that the band plays and stuff like that are not.
I'm an idiot. Quincy Jones, bro.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to remember which Austin Powers had like a composer in the beginning of it.
I think it was the second one.
Because I remember the third one opens with the fake Austin Powers movies, with Tom Cruise as Austin Powers and all that.
Oh, so I think the third one has the composer or the Quincy Jones conducting the score in the beginning then.
Because the third one starts with like the fake Austin Powers movie, and ends with like the fake Austin Powers movie with John Travolta as Goldmember.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched Austin Powers movies in forever.
Yeah, man. Those movies are pretty money, dude. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
There's so many quotables.
The thing is, I think I got sick of them for a while because everybody was quoting them.
Yeah, I got a little,
it's like Borat,
like radio music.
Yeah, like Borat. Whenever by the time like your parents started quoting Borat, it was like, okay, this is past the.
I mean, but you know what that means for the movie? Great success.
Yes. Oh man. So, anyways, okay. So you've been watching X-Men. What did I do? What did I been watching over the weekend? So I found out I have HBO Max.
Oh, nice.
I did not know I had HBO Max, but apparently HBO decided that it was too confusing having like HBO Go and HBO Now and HBO Max. So they just went, everyone gets HBO Max, and the other two are gone. And I found out because I had seen Hamilton, and it was 4th of July weekend, and I was like, man, I kind of want to watch that John Adams miniseries that HBO did with.
How long ago was that?
That was years ago. That was with Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I was like, man, I kind of want to watch that just because I was like in a mood for like watching like historical presidents and stuff like that because America. And I went to log into HBO Go because I'm an HBO subscriber, and the first thing that pops up is like HBO Go will be no longer compatible with your device as of July 31st. Please download HBO Max.
Yeah.
So I went to like my cable thing, and I'm like, what the hell? And then as soon as I logged into my cable bill, it's like, oh, congratulations, you have HBO Max. You can log in using the same login that you use for your cable. So I was like, oh, okay, cool.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, so I watched a bunch of like Turner Classic Movies and stuff like that, and I'm gonna start rewatching The Sopranos that like I haven't seen in forever.
What is that, like $10 a month?
I think if you're just an HBO Max subscriber, yeah, it's $10 a month.
All right, I'm gonna have to do that because I need to watch The Sopranos.
Yeah. How about you, Pedro? Any new games that have been monopolizing your weekend?
Man, so many games, bro. Holy shit. So I've been playing Wonderful 101 again, even though I played it on Wii U. I ran through Last of Us again, and it's better the second time. That game's a fucking masterpiece, bro. I don't fucking care what people say. That shit is a masterpiece. Nintendo just dropped... What?
Talking about the sequel?
What do you mean?
Last of Us 2?
Yeah, Last of Us 2. Yeah, it's so good. The second time around, it's like, it's still really good. I've been playing Horizon, and it's funny because like playing Horizon Zero Dawn right after Last of Us, you can tell what a dip in like quality voice acting is in video games normally compared to like Last of Us quality. You know what I mean? So like I'm playing this, and I don't give a fuck about what they're talking about. I'm like, just shut up and let me play. I just want to go do shit. And then Last of Us, I'm like, oh, please do tell. Oh, what happened, Abby? What's up? Oh, shit. Okay. You know what I mean? And with fucking Horizon, I'm just like, whatever. Let me just hang out in this world because it's dope. You know?
Cool.
And then Switch just dropped for Nintendo Online, Donkey Kong Country. And if you know me, I'm a little bit of a fan of that game. You know what I mean? I like that game a little bit, so I've been playing that all day today.
That's a classic game, man. I don't feel like it gets talked about that often.
Donkey King.
Donkey King is my favorite shit, bro. I love that shit. What else? Ghost of Tsushima comes out on Friday. I'm super hyped for that. Right? You know? Paper Mario, I don't give a flying fuck about.
Tsushima looks cool. It's that's that samurai one, right?
Yeah.
Is it multi-platform or is it just
no? It's a PlayStation game. Only PlayStation.
And PlayStation coming out with some good exclusive stuff, man.
But PlayStation and Nintendo are killing it with exclusive. Microsoft maybe next generation is going to step up their game, but up until right now, all they got is like Halo and like Gears. That's about it. Not Forza. Forza's like their biggest title, but it's a fucking racing game. Who gives a shit about that? You know?
Oh yeah, I like racing games.
I do too, but do you fucking you're not gonna be.
But I like racing games, and Forza is a racing simulator.
I don't know. It's the opposite. Forza is more like an arcade experience. You're
Really?
thinking of like Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo.
But wasn't Forza's like Microsoft version of Gran Turismo?
No.
Because I seem to remember that it was all about like running races, buying your cars, fixing them up.
Yeah, there is that element, but I mean, there are like fucking tracks where you could just go off the beaten path and just go into like, dude, there's a freaking DLC where everything's Legos. How that's not a simulator.
Maybe that's like the latest Forza. The last Forza I played was like Forza 4. I haven't played a Forza game since the 360.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
I had a lot of fun with Gran Turismo, man.
Gran Turismo is a simulator. If you're into that simulating shit, then yeah, that's your shit. But for me, it's Mario Kart, bro. That's my racing game right there. That's the best that's the best racing game ever made, bro.
Facts
only. I was a fan of the Need for Speed series.
That was also fun. Yeah, that was also fun.
Although I feel like at a certain point, like it just got like over the top. Like
at a certain point, you don't need it anymore.
No, just like it's like Need for Speed was fun, and then all of a sudden it's like now let's make you do like all this crazy shit. I'm like, wait a minute,
Needier for speedier.
Because Need for Speed was cool because it was like kind of like underground racing, and like if you did enough stupid shit, like the cops would start to chase you and shit. And that's what made it cool and so that.
Yeah.
Whereas like eventually, I think it got to like a certain point where it's like it turned into GTA. Where it's like, oh, how many stars can you get? And like, we're gonna bring out the helicopters, and you're gonna take ramps, and the car's gonna flip over 200 times before it crashes. Like, it's...
all I know is if you can't give your opponent the stank face as you pass them, I don't want to play nothing. That's it.
There you go.
I just want to play with Luigi and give everybody the stank face as I pass them. What the fuck are you doing over here? You know what I mean? Yeah. As far as gaming, we had Ubisoft. They showed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Whatever.
That's a franchise that just won't die, huh?
Because there's people who love that shit, bro. Yeah. I'm not a fan, but there's people who loves that shit.
I don't think I ever I played the first one, and I don't recall ever like finishing it. Because I think after like getting like halfway through it, and it's just like doing the same things over and over again.
That's what turned me off about those games too. Like you've experienced the majority of the game within the first 20 minutes, and then the rest of it is you just
like horse. Like all the people who are like how do you excuse me not knowing this skill that supposedly I knew all along at the beginning of the game? It's like, well, because if you know that skill at the beginning of the game, then like there's nothing for you to discover later on.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt with the Assassin's Creed games. It was like oh man, like this is everything that you can do, and I learned it within the first tutorial, and now I just got to do it over and over and over again. I was like, all right, at a certain point, it's like fuck.
But Ubisoft also announced Far Cry, a new one. It looks like Cuba. Have you guys seen the trailer for that?
I saw it has the guy from Breaking Bad in it. Giancarlo Esposito is like the model for the villain or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's a great villain.
He is, man. That guy's an awesome villain.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a communist country. I just don't know which one it is. It's one of the Hispanic ones for sure.
Yeah, and it's tropical island.
Yeah.
Might not even be a real one.
It might even be, yeah, exactly. It might not even be a real one. It might be because it gave me like vibes of Venezuela, but then they show you like a close up of like a really like 1960s car. I'm like, that screams Cuba.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you see that, it just screams Cuba. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever. It looks. I'm not a fan of that game either, but that trailer was pretty fucking cool. What else did they show? They showed Watch Dogs Legion. Dude, honestly, everything they show is so cookie cutter at this point that I don't give a fuck. Like, it was just shit I don't care about. But yeah, Watch Dogs Legion, that shit was shown off last year's E3. And yeah, now they showed it again. Like, I thought that shit came out and died, And no, it's not even out yet. But that's about it for games. I don't think there's anything besides Donkey Kong Country, you know what I'm saying? We're still talking about a 20-year-old game.
Yeah, I mean, but
Is he a
that's how
good?
good they are.
Is Donkey Kong a good Mario Kart character?
That's the one I use. I use Donkey Kong, and
But do you use it because he's good or because you just love Donkey Kong?
that's the thing about Mario Kart. Nobody's good and no one's bad. Everyone's so equal that it's just a fun. It's just a game you have fun with. Because like the heavy characters, the big characters,
Hmm.
their acceleration is very slow, but their top speed is very high.
Yeah,
And then the lighter characters, it's the opposite. Their acceleration is really high, but their top speed is very low.
exactly.
And the middle ones are always right there. So everybody's
They're in the
pretty
middle.
equal.
Mm. Well, and if I remember, like the heavier characters, like if you got into like a collision or something like that,
Yeah, they got the
yeah, like they would just kind of barrel through it.
Oh, yeah, tie goes to the
they
right.
have priority. So, but I mean, but you have to give it to them, because if you stop them, their acceleration's so slow, they're never gonna. It's like a balance. It's how they balance things. Those kind of games, you
that.
just pick who you like. It doesn't really matter who you pick.
Exactly. I always go with Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi's the one that gives everybody the stank face, and that's pretty cool.
I do like that.
I like that. I like that he does that.
Yeah. So what else is new, guys?
Man, I added to my queue, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. That new movie that came out on Netflix with Charlize Theron called The Old Guard.
Oh, okay. I did see the trailer for that. It looks pretty decent.
It looks pretty dope. It's like it's almost like kind of like a Highlander storyline.
Yeah, and it has what's this guy's name? I can never pronounce his name. Like El.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yes.
I think I said that right.
I hope you did.
Yeah.
So you said it more right than I would have done. That guy, man, I really like him as an actor. He's really good. He's always.
I love him as an actor. I've seen it, and I mean, I was trying to remember the other day, like what was the first thing that I saw him in, and I wanted to say it was Serenity.
Yeah, I think so too.
But then I remembered that I think I had because I remember I recognized him when I saw him in Serenity because he was in the movie version. And at this point I don't know what came first, the movie or the Broadway play of Kinky Boots.
I've never seen any of them.
It is a movie. I think the movie was first because the movie's not a musical.
Okay.
But it is a movie about like this British guy played by oh God, what's his face? The guy from man.
Is he a British guy?
Yeah, but he became like he wound up becoming like an action star.
Oh, Jason Statham?
No, it's not Jason Statham. Fuck, bro.
I have a particular set of skills.
No. Let me just look it up. It's gonna be faster than me trying to like
an action.
Trying to like remember it.
What other British action stars are there?
There's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's British.
Oh yeah, I always forget that kid is British.
Yeah, and then you have Coral.
Joel Edgerton.
Who the fuck is that?
Joel Edgerton. So he made this movie early. He made this movie in like the late 2005. Joel Edgerton, most recently, you probably would recognize him. He was in Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence. He's like the American agent. He was in Bright. He was in Midnight Special. He was in Black Mass.
I'm looking at him right now. I have no idea who this guy is.
He's in Great Gatsby. Man, like he's been in a ton of stuff.
He's in a movie called Gringo.
Yeah, which I'm not familiar with that movie. But he's basically he went on to become like, from what I'm seeing here. Oh, he's Uncle Owen in episode 3 of Star Wars.
Okay.
But he was in Smoking Aces, and basically he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
and like I think I want to say Man on a Ledge or something like that was like another big movie he had. But basically, like it's him, young, like his dad was like basically owned like a shoe business, like manufacturing shoes, and like they're falling on hard times because like they've always been manufacturing like men's loafers and stuff like that, and they're losing market share and all. And he goes into London one day for a meeting, and like he gets pulled into a bar, and on the bar is a cross-dressing entertainer played by Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Ah.
And that was the first time I saw him in a movie. And I mean, it's a brilliant performance. Like it's you know, and the man has a like he goes from being the first thing I ever saw him in was that, and then I think you watch him in Serenity, and he's this like almost samurai-like badass. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's been in a bunch of serious roles and stuff like that. He's
the only time I didn't buy his performance was in what was that movie with Andre 3000 and Marky Mark? I think it was Four Brothers. I forget what it was.
Four Brothers.
Yeah. He was like the antagonist in that movie. You know, he was like supposed to be like this hood guy, and I'm like, yeah, you know,
it's because
he didn't really set it that great.
And like he didn't go to the same school that Idris Elba went to.
Which is?
I don't know, because Idris Elba is also a British actor.
Yeah, that's true.
But you watch Idris Elba in The Wire, and you completely buy him as a
for sure
as a freaking drug dealer from Baltimore.
Yeah, man, Idris Elba was great in The Wire, man.
Yeah, Idris Elba is just great.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I was watching earlier today. Hobbs and Shaw was on HBO.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh man, that movie! And there's so many like inside jokes in that movie.
Yeah,
it's great, bro. It's
definitely
worth checking out. But yeah, like it looks badass. The movie, the Back to the Old Guard, because it's essentially like, I guess like these warriors throughout time that have been chosen to become immortal.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Highlander in that respect.
Except they're not born immortal. They were chosen.
Well, I mean, supposedly, you know.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? No, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, from what I saw in the trailer, it looks like it because apparently, like, they keep on being born. Like each one of them is like from a different era or something like that. But apparently, like they've been fighting like forever, and they're responsible for like where the world is at now, good and bad. So
okay, yeah, man, it looks cool. I've been watching on Prime Hunters with Al Pacino, and that shit is fire, bro. If you haven't seen it, that's a.
I don't have a Prime membership.
Oh God, well, we have a million friends.
Yeah.
Prime is like the hardest one to share though, because that shit's directly connected to your Amazon account.
I mean,
that's true.
You get the Prime app like on your Xbox, and you just log in, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because like my mom had Prime for a while, like she signed up for it for like a year or something like that, and I had it on my Xbox, even because my Xbox is not connected to any of my other devices or anything like that. Like it's not like trying to watch it on my phone, and I've got my Amazon app is logged into my account, but then Amazon Video is logged into someone else's account. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I don't know how that works, but I've been watching Workaholics on Amazon. That's what I've been watching.
Nice. No, bro,
I like that show, but I can't watch too much of it.
Bro, everything that's great, you're like, every time, bro. Every time, bro.
I have a threshold for stupidity.
Oh yeah, but
I can watch that show for like an hour and a half, 2 hours if I'm with my friends. But like if I'm watching it by myself, it's like, all right, bro, this is so fucking stupid. I'm done.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Yeah, I've never actually taken the time to watch Workaholics.
Oh, bro, it's so good, man. They're so fucking stupid. They're so stupid.
Well, it's one of those things where, like, if you ever wind up like on a road trip or on a trip with us, like anywhere, and like Chris Hahn is with us or something like that, like you'll just randomly come down from like waking up in the morning, and like he'll be in the living room like streaming it onto the TV.
Yeah,
you know. The next thing you know, it's like we're watching like 3 hours of Workaholics. I'm like, oh shit, we got to check out.
That's a good time right there. Watching Workaholics is good. This is my first time actually watching it, like sitting down and watching it. Before I would just see like clips, and I was always like, man, this is funny shit. But now, Now I know these motherfuckers, and they're so brain dead. It's amazing. I love it. They're so fucking stupid.
Which is what turns me off. Is like, okay, this is just.
That's what fucking turns me on, man.
Like, I like comedy, but I like a little bit of intelligence in my comedy.
Nah. Coming from the guy who loves fucking Jay and Silent Bob, and come on, man.
Say what you will about Jay and Silent Bob, but there's some intelligence in those movies.
Definitely not, bro. Those guys are brain dead too, man.
I don't know, bro. Dogma was pretty insightful, kind of.
Was it? It's just the Bible. It's just like
you gotta read that shit to know about it. I guess. Kind of.
Yes.
Oh man. So is there anybody watching us? Like, are we just?
No, of course. We always have 100 watchers, viewers, whatever.
Yeah, there's always a bunch of people here.
There's
but
no activity in the comments tonight. Normally we got at least a couple by now.
Okay.
I mean, I really don't know where to take the show from here going forward. We've kind of talked about the things we wanted to talk about.
Actually, I want to ask you guys a question. This is completely off topic, but did you guys see the fucking ridiculousness with the Goya shit that was happening?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that, man? I think that's so stupid.
No, man, I think it's fine. Like, if people have been protesting like that since the beginning of the fucking country, this is exactly like the Boston Tea Party was. Same shit. You know, like if you don't like what somebody represents, you boycott their shit. You know, in this case, it's Goya. You know, what was it, a couple of weeks ago? Everybody, not a couple of weeks ago, it was a little while ago. Nike was fully supportive of Kaepernick, and all the conservatives wanted us to boycott Nike. Like, it is what it is, bro. You can either support whatever cause you want with your money, or you can support it with your time. You can, whatever.
Yeah, but I'm speaking more of like a broader spectrum. I mean, I think this whole entire fucking, how do you say, this whole
cancel culture?
This culture, that's the word. This culture is so stupid, man. It's like, okay, he supports the president. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? I still like my rice and beans, boy. You know what I mean? Just leave that shit. Leave that adobo alone, bro. That shit's delicious.
The point is that, you can get that shit elsewhere. You don't have to get it from Goya.
Can you? I don't know. Yeah, there's different.
Yeah, bro. There's plenty.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know any, bro.
I'll send you some shit.
I don't know about none of these.
I posted this in one of our chats on July 11.
Mm-hmm.
I said, anyone else find it funny that the most of the people who are calling for boycott of Goya products don't buy their products anyway?
Yeah.
And then a lot of the Trump people who never bought Goya will probably go out and buy because of the people boycotting. And then I think on like Monday, I read something along the lines of like, Goya posts like record sales or something like that.
It's so stupid, man. This whole fucking thing. Dude, I came to the conclusion that the problem with this culture today is that people talk about politics. Before it was like taboo, remember? Back in the day, you wouldn't talk about politics unless you're hanging out with your friends. Now you post that shit on Instagram, you have like a fucking banner that lets everybody know what side you're. You know what I mean? Like that shit's gross.
So that's good and bad, because that can lead to some positive change, but also it leads to stuff like this.
Yeah.
I also, you gotta look. I mean, sometimes you gotta look at these situations the way they are, right? Like this guy had been invited to the White House because, and we're going down a political road that I don't. The show's not really all about this, but we opened up a can of worms, Pedro. We're gonna.
A can of beans, you mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
A can of beans.
So this guy gets invited to the White House as part of like a summit on like how to like expand and help into the Latin American countries. And so the guy comes out and says, obviously with the political climate as it is and with the Trump fatigue the way it is, like not the most intelligent thing in the world to say like, we're lucky to have a leader like this and blah, 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 blah. But then at the same time, like all these people are like saying that like Goya is like, anti-Hispanic people and all that because Trump is like, it's like Goya donated like 1 million pounds of food after Hurricane Maria to Puerto Rico. They just recently donated like 200,000 pounds of food to the people of New York. Like this is a company that like, I'm going to look at their actions. and choose to say, like, yeah, listen, you get invited to somebody's house, you're gonna say something nice about your host. Thank you, for inviting you to his house, regardless of what you personally may think or not. Like,
and even if it's not that case, and that they actually fucking think that he's a good president, whatever the case, but who cares, man? Leave it, dude. Just stop, man. I don't know, man. This shit just gets me so annoyed. I go on Instagram and Facebook, and I see all these memes and people saying Goya away or something like that, whatever that hashtag was. I'm like,
That's funny. I didn't see that.
I'm like, what is happening? What happened to Goya? And then I
find it funny because a lot of those accounts that were posting shit like that are like these liberal white people who I know for a fact don't fucking buy fucking Frijoles Negro y arroz.
Yeah, and there's like, going back to what you were saying, I would argue that majority of the people who buy Goya probably aren't, most of them are probably not well off, like rich people or whatever you want to say. Not the kind of people who like what they're painting it as. Oh, they don't really care about the working class, whatever. I think majority of the working class, that's what they eat. At least over here in Miami, I would imagine. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I started questioning my validity as a Latino because I was like, how many Goya products do I even have? And sure enough, I go into the pantry, and apparently in this house, our beans, we buy Kirby. Because apparently my mom loves that brand ever since she lived in New York when she first came to this country.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
As they call it, Kirby.
I've never even heard of that brand, bro.
Yeah, it comes in it's a red can. It says Kirby on it. And then
I know what you're talking about. It's the one. Oh shit! Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then in the seasonings, we have one thing of seasoning in this house that's from a Latin American company, and it's Badia, and it's garlic powder, and that's the only one. Because all of our other seasonings are McCormick. like
actually, now but you can't get like adobo from McCormick. That's like exclusive.
We don't use adobo in this house. We don't really put adobo on anything.
Blasphemy.
Dang, y'all Americanized as fuck.
Yeah, that shit's delicious, bro.
Like, first of all, my mom never really learned. Like, my grandmother was the cook who cooked Cuban food. And, like, she tried to teach my mom certain things. But, like, my grandmother was one of those cooks that was just, like, an intuitive chef.
Oh, yeah. No real directions. Like, yo, just put a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you got it.
Exactly.
I think that's majority
which my mom is not that person. So my mom never really learned. So, like, my mom she'll whip up a chicken, like, wrapped in, like, Italian seasoning, and like, my mom makes Italian food better than she makes Cuban food.
It's that New York shit right there. New York shit.
Yeah,
it is. And I'll be honest, my tastes run more American than anything else. Like,
oh, not me, bro. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I have a lot of Goya either. But I know that's their headquarters. At least I don't know if they're a Miami company, but their headquarters.
I think their headquarters is here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They have they have in Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Spain. They have all over Latin America.
They have a huge warehouse right by my job.
Yeah. I used to drive by.
But I was just like, man, it's like I've always known Goya. Like, it's a brand that I've known my entire life. We've never been shoppers of the brand.
Yeah, now that I think about it, even the beans, because I eat beans on a regular. But we buy, man, what's that brand? It's like a clear bag and it has like a yellow and black like strip, and that's the name of it. I don't know the name of it, bro.
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? It's a clear one with a yellow and black strip. That's all.
But in your house you buy the dried beans.
The dried bean, yeah.
In this house, dried beans are like a special occasion bean. Like, it's like, oh, we're having a get together over the weekend. We need the dried beans because we need to make these beans really good. Otherwise, it's open up a can of beans and heat it up.
Lopes, I don't know what brand of beans you're talking about, bro.
I don't know either, bro. It's man, what is
El Sembrador?
I don't know. Like pull up a Google search real quick. I don't know the name of it, man, but it's like it's a clear bag.
And it's Latin American?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Hey, let me dry beans. Let's look it up. Fuck it.
This is real interesting for anybody that.
For real, I'm seeing a lot of Bush's best beans. Camellia beans.
I do love I do love a good baked bean.
Baked beans are good, yeah.
Oh, you know what? It might just be the Publix brand, man. Honestly,
Oh,
I don't know, man. I don't know,
You
but
shop at Publix Sabor.
Gus, throw this up on the screen there.
yeah, that's it. It wasn't
Nice.
black. It was yellow. Okay.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
Sembrador.
That's it.
I knew I was like it's gotta be like one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's the one.
like which is funny because like if you look at it, it's like Goya's got a really nice label, like, but then Sembrador just looks like something that like somebody.
Yeah, bro. That's you know why we
More
get that one.
authentic, bro. It's more authentic.
It's cheap as fuck, bro. That's why it's so. it's like 60 cents the pound, bro. It's so
Bro,
ridiculous,
you shouldn't be. You don't need to spend more than $1 on beans,
bro. Bro, you buy organic beans at Whole Foods. That's a solid $3, bro, for 1 pound. It's crazy.
And meanwhile, I'm sure they taste worse than the.
No, they taste good. They're good quality, but I mean, it's $3, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
I don't know, bro. My grandmother always bought like whatever she bought. And, like my grandmother was like, nah, Publix, nah. I go to Publix like every once in a while for like, to buy you cookies or something because I know you like Oreos. If I'm buying food to make food, I'm going to like a Food Star or Me Voy a la Mia, which is my favorite shitty supermarket of all time, La Mia.
Where the fuck is that?
It's Miami Supermarket on the corner of 107th and like right where Fontainebleau Boulevard becomes like Northwest 8th Street or something, Northwest 7th Street, and it's like a little corner. And the reason why
Isn't
it's
that
always
right
been
next to
called
a Publix?
no, there's no Publix there. It's Miami Supermarket, and the reason why everybody calls it La Mia is because Miami Supermarket,
Oh.
the letters have like stopped working and only like the MIA.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this little tiny little like shopping center there. The supermarket's but you walk in like it's the kind of place where like if you're a person who grew up on cleanliness, like you walk into a place like that and you're like, I feel like I'm gonna get a disease from like whatever's in here. Like why is there pegboard in the back of the meat refrigerator that's like stained in blood? Like
Don't worry about that,
Yeah,
bro.
I went to a Bravo supermarket once. Same thing, man. You're like, damn, bro. This is Publix. They're pricey because, man, you can tell, you can see the difference in there.
you see where the money goes in Publix.
Experience. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't hate, man. Even dude, I don't know if you know this about Publix. You could go to the manager or like you go to like the customer service, and if there's a specific item you want, you could request that they buy those for you, and they will do it.
No shit.
And if you don't pick it up, they'll just not order it anymore. But they'll order whatever you want
as long as you keep buying it.
Yeah,
Banana Quick, bro. I'm gonna tell those motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure,
Yo,
dude. I was looking for
you
this
could just
vegan.
order a case of it on Amazon.
Nah, I want to bother those Publix motherfuckers.
Hell yeah,
Yo,
man.
son, I want you to order that banana Publix, that banana Nesquik for me, son.
Yeah, and
Go
then
get that shit. Go get
yo,
that
one time
shit.
I know for sure this is for reals because like I asked them to order this vegan mayo, spicy mayo. I don't like mayo, but I like spicy mayo. And I only found one brand that does like good vegan spicy mayo that tastes pretty good. And they did, I think it's like everything. I don't know the name of the brand. I'm not even gonna play it. But fucking, it's like it was like they didn't have any of them, and all of a sudden they had like 3 bottles. Next time I go over there, after I recommended it or not recommend, but asked for it. I'm like,
what do you use as a binder or as an emulsifier in vegan mayo?
Oh, it's mostly just oils. They mix it with.
Well, I mean, mayonnaise is the easiest thing in the world. It's essentially 1 egg. You squeeze some lemon into it, and then you start to whip the hell out of it as you pour in oil. That's how you make mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But if you're not using an egg, like what are you using as an emulsifier? Is what
I don't know. I just know they had coconut oil. They had canola oil, and dude, I don't remember what was the ingredients, but
you can whip oil into. I mean, have you ever? You know what the filling is on a Twinkie, right?
No.
It's whipped oil. Like the Twinkies are not filled with cream. It's not like whipped cream. It's whipped oil.
Oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it tastes delicious, but it's
I
whipped oil.
want a Twinkie now.
What's the? I don't even know what they would make with.
It's weird because like I
tomato.
never make mayonnaise. I know it's easy to make. I've seen them make it, and it looks delicious when you see like a fresh made like mayonnaise. But I've never made it. It's like it just seems like so much trouble.
Speaking of Twinkies and shit, what's been your favorite like quarantine snack this whole time?
Double stuffed Oreos.
All right.
That's like my every other night.
Yeah.
Snack.
Double stuffed Oreos and milk.
Dude, no lie.
Uh-huh.
This is just a coincidence because I wouldn't really consider this a snack, but I discovered this really bomb ass, like it's technically margarine, but it's vegan. I'm air quoting vegan butter, but it tastes just like butter. And I just been eating bagels with that. It's not a snack, but I'll fucking take it, bro. That shit was delicious.
I love bagels, man.
Me too, man.
Now that you guys mentioned bagels, my mom on like her last trip to Costco discovered these like organic everything bagel chips that are amazing.
I like everything bagels.
Yeah, but these are like bagel chips.
Yeah,
I eat like a ton of those, no problem. But I haven't really been snacking. Like no, like I've been trying to keep like my routine, like at work and stuff like that. Like so, like I take my 15-minute break and take my cup of coffee. I take my lunch and I have my lunch, and then I have at the end of the day when I'm done, I just I eat my regular meal. I'm trying not to snack throughout the day.
Yeah,
because I know that like if I park myself at my work computer with a freaking thing of like my mom just brought a freaking jar of peanut butter pretzels from Costco.
Ooh, I love.
I know that I will sit there and I will just dig through the whole thing as I'm.
Fuck yeah,
working.
man!
And I'm already fat enough, like
For me, it's been beer and ice cream.
What? That's a weird ass combination. Beer and ice cream.
I think he meant together.
Not together.
Oh my god, you scared me there for a minute, bro. I'm like, what?
But not that far apart, to be honest with you.
I will say I have not been drinking as much as I normally do.
Oh man.
I've had like every once in like a couple of times on a Saturday, like if my dad's made like a churrasco or something, I've had like a beer or something like that. I found these nice like blood orange IPAs that are not really they're more like a sour than an IPA.
Yeah.
And obviously when I joined you guys on your happy hour on Friday, I had a beer with you guys. But I haven't really been drinking like the way I normally do when I'm not in quarantine and I go out and hang out with you guys.
Yeah. No way, man. I don't know. For us, like on, I think it was Father's Day. Yeah, it was Father's Day where I made the ribs for my family, and I also bought a fucking 24-pack of Stellas, and nobody drank beer that day. Everybody just drank rum and Coke, and so I had to go through 24 Stellas, man. And then and I also hit up my favorite brewery, Lincoln's Beard Brewery, and I bought I have my the growler that we won at trivia that one time. So I took it.
Are they refilling growlers?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
okay,
stop by.
I have my growler from when we won also.
Yeah, man.
But I didn't know if maybe they were like, no refills. You have to like get a new growler or something like
that. No, they're refilling it, dude.
All right.
Yeah, man, and you can take it. There's lots of breweries that will refill your growler even if you didn't buy it from them right now, just because of COVID.
Well, I just figure, because they don't know what condition your growler's in, and they don't want to. Accidentally risk any kind of cross contamination or what.
Oh no!
Why don't they just clean it? I think they would just clean it for you.
They probably would. They probably rinse it before they fill it.
Yeah, they do.
They got that solution that they just.
But I know that the ones they have there are usually like sterilized. They were usually like whereas it's a weird thing, right? Because if you're a business and somebody brings in their glass container, and if there's something on like the lip of that thing or whatever, and all of a sudden you put that on your tap, like now it's all over your tap.
Oh, that's an easy. Let's just clean the tap.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'd be
It's a
more
liability.
worried about what you're drinking, especially if there's like just fucking like not humidity, but fucking like water, stale water sitting in that jar for too long. That's mold, and you're drinking
Yeah.
mold. There's a whole problem right there.
Let me ask you, because you went to Lincoln's Beard last weekend.
Yeah.
Was the taco truck operating and everything, or
Yeah, they have to, or else they can't open.
okay?
Yeah.
Because I ever since they announced the tacos and tattoos was coming back, like I haven't had the toston relleno or that churrasco quesadilla, and ever since they originally went away from Lincoln's Beard. I'm like,
Yeah, that truck is delicious, man.
that is.
It is.
Oh wait, so yeah, that's right. They can't open unless the taco stand is open
Mhm.
because they would just be considered a bar.
But
Exactly.
I don't even know, like, where do you park? Because don't they have all that parking closed off now? I saw they put like tents and had like the tables outside so that people could.
Yeah, but that's like it's like right around Lincoln's Beard. There's still a shitload of parking down the road there.
Except for next door, where the guy that works next door is like, nobody parks in front of my
Yes.
building.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think that's a dispensary now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, there's a dispensary there?
I think so. I'm not sure. It appeared like it was, but I don't know. I didn't take a great
Is
look.
there a green cross outside?
I don't know. I saw something that said like Miami-Dade dispensary or some shit like that, but it could have been fake. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you were
You-
talking
you-
about beers and ice cream.
Mhm.
I've been making like a pilgrimage like every 2 or 3 weeks to Sweet Melody.
That's where I got my last ice cream from. I got the Nutella.
My dad is all about that guava and cream cheese ice
Nice.
cream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good stuff.
So we get him his guava and cream cheese, and then I've been like experimenting with like other flavors and stuff like
What was the last one you got?
that. The most recent one that I've been working through is Grandma's Sewing Kit.
Okay, what's in that?
That is
I'm assuming all those little cookies that come in that tin, fucking
yeah,
It's exactly
little
what it
round
is.
tin can. Yeah.
It's exactly
whipped-
what it is.
it's whipped coffee ice cream with the butter cookies
Nice.
in the ice
Yes.
cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grandma's Sewing Kit. What a perfect
Grandma's
fucking
Sewing
name
Kit.
for that, man. Oh shit.
Gotta give it
Bro.
to that guy. That guy's killing it with his ice cream business, man.
Yeah, man.
His flavors are amazing, and he's witty as fuck when he names them.
Yeah.
I just hope that when he opens up the one in down south and on US 1 or whatever, that he doesn't close that location.
I don't think he will. I don't see why.
I mean, both of them are far from me. Either way, it's a drive.
Yeah.
But like I wish he would open one closer to me. But
I mean, wouldn't that would probably be bad? I don't know, but I think that wouldn't that be bad business? Because he's right
I mean,
next to
well, it depends
Trained
because
Beasts.
it depends on whether or not your business can support paying 2 rents. Obviously, if he has to choose between closing down or closing one location, you close one location.
Oh wait, isn't Falco building another pizzeria place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's
Oh.
down here
Oh,
by my neck of the woods.
Yeah. So
But Sweet Melody is also
yeah, so
is
they're probably
also-
going to be sharing that rent. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
totally feasible if both of them are doing it, especially with
but
the profits they'll probably be making off of that shit.
but Sweet Melody, man, they make a quality product.
Then we're always
Yeah, dude.
endorsing a bunch of people.
It'd be nice if they would endorse us.
Yeah.
At least a free pint.
Yeah, look for our watcher.
Yeah, either a free pint of ice cream or a free pint of beer.
Beer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Either or. Anyways, Gus, I saw the What the Mercado documentary.
Oh, I gotta watch that, man.
I gotta ask, Pedro,
Yeah.
as a Brazilian household, was What the Mercado part of your life growing up?
No, I found out about him when he died. I didn't know anything about him.
Okay,
Oh.
so Brazilians not on the What the Mercado bandwagon.
I think isn't that guy more like a Miami thing?
No, dude, that guy was like New York, Miami, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I didn't even know who that
Hispanic.
guy was.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen his face, but only because of memes. I didn't know who he was or was he.
No, but
it's like that. There's a meme out there.
There's a bunch of memes about him.
No, there's a meme out there with this blonde woman, and there's like algebra problems in front of her, and it's like a little video of her just like looking like she's thinking.
Okay, I know the one you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking? That's a Brazilian actress. But no one fucking knows that. That's my relevance to who this guy was. Is your relevance to her? That's how I felt. I'm like, oh, I've seen him before, but I don't know what he.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyways, last minute thoughts. Anything to
watch Hunters on Prime if you have Prime. It's fucking great.
Yeah. And watch Workaholics, I guess, because that shit's great. That's it. Next
and totally
week,
check out Hamilton.
Next week we could review. We'll put in the chat, but we'll see if you guys want to review on Ghost of Tsushima if I finish it in time. Because I'm getting that shit on Friday.
I think. Well, I mean, we'll definitely discuss it, but I know there was some interest in the chat on musical scores for movies.
Yeah.
I think right now we're leaning that's going to be our topic for next week. So if you're watching this, if you're hearing this on the podcast through one of the audio versions, get your musical scores ready. What are we gonna do? Top 5?
Sure, we can do top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 each? Like each of our top 5s?
Yeah, I mean, there's bound to be some crossover.
That's true.
But that's always interesting to see how our musical tastes kind of line up. So
yeah.
We just won't be doing any audio samples because I don't think with the YouTube and all of that, we could really do that.
Yeah.
So, but definitely that's definitely something that we'll talk about it over the week, and we want your input, guys. Go on to the.
We could just not stream on YouTube.
No, but we want those views also.
Yeah.
I mean, that 2 or 3 views that we get on YouTube.
We get some YouTube earmuffs.
Every view. Well, we just don't want to get dinged for any kind of copyright or anything like that.
We got dinged once. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. And it was one of our most listened to episodes, and I don't think we had nearly as many views on it that we would have needed for monetization anyway. But it would have sucked if that would have been a really good episode that got a lot of views, and then we couldn't make any money on it because of the 30-second clip that we paid at the beginning of the episode.
It was 15 seconds.
Goddamn Universal.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, hit us up on all of the social medias at We Ain't Found Sith. I've been Eben.
Yes.
You guys know I've been Eben. He's been Gus.
My bad. I thought you were gonna say more. I didn't know you were saying out like that.
I'm producer Fungus.
And I'm Spider-Man. So see you next week.
See you, Sith heads.